Hey friends, what have we here? We have some old comic books that I'm just going to pull out at random and talk about. Let's check it out here. First issue. New Mutants 87, second print. This was the first appearance of Cable, and I had missed the first print of it, but even from the first month he was out, you knew this character was getting the talk of the industry. Hulk 340. Oh, I had bought this growing up on the newsstand. Classic cover of the Hulk, reflection in Wolverine's claws. Classic fight by McFarlane. A cover that has been emulated by many artists ever since. A double pair, hard case, full foil hologram cover, and Prime full foil hologram cover. To my knowledge, Ultraverse was the only one to ever do a gimmick that was full foil hologram. I mean, the complete cover, everything on the front is a hologram image. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is the first time I could recall the industry, and I don't think anyone's copied the idea ever since. The complete cover is a hologram. Violent Messiah is #1. You know, I always thought that the character Citizen Pain had such potential, and I had followed the first story. I thought for the first year it was pretty good, but then on the second series they dropped the ball. The storyline wasn't about him, and I really thought this character in the book had potential. And it's not published anymore, and I think the makers squandered a great opportunity, because they put the focus not on him but on other characters, and that was a complete misstep. X Factor #1. Very first X Factor issue with the original X-Men, 1980s book. Marvel's #1. Alex Ross was put, even though he didn't start career-wise with this storyline, just put him on the map, and he's been a popular artist ever since. This was the story that made him famous with the community, was that Marvel's book. Haunt #2. I got #1 somewhere, not in this box. McFarlane's other creation other than Spawn, with Kirkman. I think they dropped the ball on this character. It had potential, but it never seemed to really take off. I think they focused on espionage when it should have been more of a horror character, and that was why. Could have been better. And I think Kirkman, not everything he does is gold, even though he did do The Walking Dead. Amazing Spider-Man 500. Issue 500. Classic J. Scott Campbell cover. Back when Marvel cared about numbering, then they did all these reissue and renumber gimmicks that no one ever likes. Seriously. Spider-Girl. First issue, 1990s. It started out great the first couple of years. MC2 universe. It had such potential. Problem is, when you have these alternate universes, after you build it up a couple of years, it's like it loses the point, because fans want to read the real universe at Marvel, the standard universe, and not all of these alternate timelines. And that's when a book just loses it, you know, loses what made it special. Sometimes being limited actually works in your favor than unlimited, but a good character. These are not popular in the industry anymore, but remember they used to call these things ash cans editions. They were like mini, like preview editions before an official comic. You see, if this is an official comic, you can see the Spider-Girl. The ash can is a very small, very limited page count. This was before the internet, and I think the internet kind of ruined this idea. Secret Invasion issue, one shot. Secret Invasion was just a storyline that had potential, but just went on too long, and it got too messy with so much being involved that didn't need to happen. Youngblood number 0. No matter what is made of the Youngblood property now, it will never have the fan interest like it did back in the early 90s when it started. But it never really amounted to much as a series. Despite all the reboots, fans are just... it'll never be as popular again. DC Universe 50 cents issue. One of those massive storylines. Captain America number 25, the end of the Civil War. Classic storyline in the comics. A needless book on Wonder Man. Seriously? Thunderbolts. The original idea was good, but it should have been limited. You know, as soon as you try to make that original idea a regular series, it just lost its popularity. And so that's the comic reviews here. Let me know if you want to see more of these type of videos. Thanks for watching.